right, I believe we're heading into Game 2 of our Heroes of the Storm match. This is actually the second match of the series. This is currently Valar Morghulis versus Mad6. Mad6 actually did win the first round on Garden of Terror. It was a 14-1 victory, actually. So very decisive. We'll see if Valar Morghulis will be able to bring it back this game.
If there's any Game of Thrones cosplayers here, they're not going to be happy with the way you're saying that.
How is it pronounced?
It's Valar Morghulis.
Okay, I apologize. Valar Morghulis. We should be
Josh?
ready to go, and we'll be getting right into bans.
Yeah.
So Mad6 is going to ban the Zagara right away. They do know Valar Morghulis does have a Zagara main on it, and they are a very, very prominent Zagara player, very strong with that pick. So they will be taking it away immediately, no matter what map.
I wonder if we'll see another Cho'Gall.
I'm not quite sure. I think after the first performance, I'm not quite sure we'll see one again.
Yeah. It shuts down a little bit too easy.
After the previous game, having spectated the previous game, it would not surprise me if one moment, please. It would appear there is a technical issue.
Go see what they need. We're getting a timeout signal from Valar Morghulis. We need to see what's going on with them. And we're getting a big, huge like no, stop, timeout, stop.
Maybe they tried to ban Cho'Gall.
I think this means we need to I don't know what's going on.
We may have to remake a lobby.
Yeah. Is there so what is the what's you got?
Sorry.
Okay. So look, tell me about I play League of Legends a little bit. Y'all play League of Legends a lot. Now we're transitioning to Heroes to see if that game will be successful. This picks and bans things is like a big deal, right? As far as and everybody hates. Apparently, everybody hates the way Blizzard has done picks and bans in Heroes as opposed to League. So what is the dynamic there?
I'm doing it.
Well, okay. So in League of Legends, you have 3 bans at the very beginning. Both teams immediately ban and then proceed to pick 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 1. Or I probably did that too much.
Yeah.
But obviously, it goes 1 at the beginning for one team and then 1 at the end of the other team.
Right.
So you have the 5 people, and you can very strategically pick which one you want at what time. So if you want your bot lane to be picked up first, you can pick that, or depending on which power picks versus pocket picks, pocket strategies, and like stuff that's OP or just really good team fights, you can pick up. They just put that into this game, but in this game they don't have a trading function. So if you let's say I play top lane, and I want to pick up a very, very strong pick for my bot lane guys, I can't do that because if I pick that bot lane, I now have to play it.
So if you're a player in Blizzard's way, if you're player 1 and you're the tank, you have to pick a tank first, or you have to pick a healer first, or whatever you are.
Exactly, because there's no trade feature. So that's why we have this external one to allow them to pick in whatever order they want to pick, go back into the game, and then set up those champions and be good to go.
So you actually
in the technical thing, I missed that. We were talking about role selection by players.
Yeah, I just asked a question about why is there such, it seems like there's frustration with the way Blizzard has launched their picks and bans as compared to League, and I was asking about the dynamics of the difference.
It's the biggest thing is the trading selection, right? So trading, usually a player specializes in one role, and then there's all the characters that are in that role, but if, for example, one tank character is the best character in the game right now, but your first player is a healer.
Which in this one,
you don't want to force your healer to play that tank.
Right.
You just want to have them on a healer.
Right.
So
and in this game, it just so happens to be one of the main DPS guys is the top dog right now. So if it's not banned, you definitely want to pick that up.
So the way they're forcing you to, or trying to do with what Blizzard's trying to do with Heroes of the Storm, it's like they're trying to make the order that you pick your heroes an important strategy also, which in League of Legends, the order that you pick your heroes is irrelevant.
Yes, and we will be going right back into draft, so if we can get a screen switch over, we are back in the draft. The correction has been made.
Cool.
So now in this situation, just like in League, they can pick their champions in order to where the other team doesn't immediately know what their strategies are.
What their strategy is going to be, right. Okay.
Which is how it is in League, where you can switch back and forth. If they had no draft, and let's say they wanted their first pick was the guy that was the most important to the team comp, and he picks his player, and they're like, oh, well, that's what they're going to run.
Right.
So
and it also, for example, if your captain and your in-game leader happens to be your healer, you almost never want to show your healer first because your healer, it just does not have as much of an effect on the game as somebody that's doing all the damage. Your damage dealers are your highest priorities. Speaking of which, we will be getting a Valar first pick from Valar Morghulis. And a Li Ming, even though they were apparently not deterred by the Li Ming in Game 1. They were, however, scared of that Zool as they did take that away. They will be picking Li Ming and Stitches yet again. We did see very strong performances from those in Mad6.
That's a pretty nasty combo in and of itself.
It was a very, very powerful performance in Game 1. The Stitches was able to eat many times the highest damage dealing character on Valar Morghulis, which was Falstad. He was able to eat the Falstad and regurgitate him in the middle of his own team, and Falstad had no way out at all. Now we will be seeing a Diablo pick opposed to that Stitches pick, and a Jaina lock also. So we do see our 2 DPS from VM and our tank character. We are still looking for a off tank or off support, and our main support. Bans are coming out. The mid bans are coming out now. So it's very likely we do see Rhaegar bans, Lieutenant Morales bans, all of these overpowered healers will, and there's the Lieutenant Morales ban. It's very likely that we do see these overpowered healers get banned out.
Is that just a function of the game is early, and they had a really long alpha and a really long beta, but is the balance issue still just a function of it's a young game? Lieutenant Morales is obviously
I would actually say
generally
it's
assumed to be OP.
I would say it's closer to the fact that it is a MOBA in general. And so MOBAs are very hard to balance from any stage, from the creation of the game to the way late stage of the game.
6 years later, League.
It's hard to balance in the beginning stages because there's such a small pool of characters that there will obviously be characters that are so strong that they overpower some of the super weak characters. However, on the other hand, and we will see Greymane being picked out, Brightwing over Rhaegar actually, which is a very surprising pick. But we see often that these teams, or not the teams, the balancing people, it's very difficult for them to balance these super strong characters and make them on even levels with all the other characters. It's easier to do with a smaller pool, but with a game like League of Legends Dota with 120 plus characters, it's nearly impossible to make 120 characters that are all equally powered. So it's just kind of a part of the whole mindset that you have just such a large character pool. It was why it's so hard to balance. In a game like Smash Brothers even, people don't talk about the meta as much in a game like Smash Brothers. They more often think it's casually and skill-based, but there are definitively better characters than some other characters. For example,
Corrin.
Zero Suit Samus, Bayonetta, characters like that are just definitively better than a character such as Zelda. This is not speaking from bias, as Zelda is actually my favorite, but she's just not very strong in Smash at all. Now we will be seeing teams will be going right into the pick.
Zeratul being picked up. That's going to be interesting to see. Now, did they have
yes, we do actually have the Zeratul.
Did they have a Zeratul in the other game, in the last game?
No, we did not. We had no stealth characters in the previous game. If I'm correct, the draft previously was on VM. They had, if I recall, they had Murky. It's very difficult to remember their team comp. I know they had Murky, they had Malfurion, they had Falstad, and I cannot recall the other two at the moment, but the opposing team, Mad6, had Li Ming, Stitches, Brightwing, Greymane, and Zool, actually. And they were just, it was a very decisive game.
Yeah. So they're just running the same team, just take out one, add another.
Indeed.
Have we seen Valar Morghulis yet today, or is this the first time they've been on?
We have not seen them on the broadcast. This is their second game.
Second game.
They lost their first game 1-14.
Really?
Yes, it was
wow.
very decisive.
That's extremely surprising because they've been practicing. I'm glad to hear that we have another very competitive team here because I know they've been practicing very seriously.
Mad6 is kind of the dark horse of this tournament. Cool. We did not know very much about them at all coming in, but they have shown to be a very strong team, defeating previously what we believe to be the strongest team. Now, we may see a turnaround. It's very possible that we see Valar Morghulis turn this right back around. So we will be loading in. The map will be Infernal Shrines, as we did play on earlier. Once again, for those who missed the first time, Infernal Shrines, the objective of the map, there are 3 shrines in the top, middle, and bottom lanes in which skeletons will appear out of occasionally, and the team to kill 40 skeletons first will spawn a Punisher in that lane of various elemental types, and the Punisher will lead the charge down the base and try to just absolutely destroy the enemy team. We will be seeing standard, relatively standard setups here. We actually see Brightwing moving up to the top. It looks like they're doing a 3-1-1 setup instead of classic 2-1-2 setup, so we will be seeing well, that's to be expected with Zeratul, the roaming character, who does just want to get ganks off. But we will be seeing in the top lane, we will be seeing Uther Diablo versus what appears to be Brightwing and Greymane. And then we have it in the middle lane. And they actually will be going for a very early kill on Uther, getting him very chunked down. Will Greymane be able to get anything off of this? No, not quite. Polymorph will be able to get Diablo, but he was able to peel before. Li Ming rotating back down to the middle lane, trying to get this farm up against Nazeebo. Meanwhile, Stitch is having to deal with a 1v2 against Vala and Jaina. He does land a nice hook, but I'm not quite sure he can follow up on anything about that. Zeratul mostly will be roaming throughout this game, trying to get off successful ganks and hopefully a pick on the lesser mobility characters of Valor.
When they do start playing the objective and trying to get those Punishers out, is this the one where the Punisher focuses enemy heroes first?
Yes, it is. Yeah. Yes, it is. The Punishers will actually focus a hero before it focuses a minion or before it focuses a tower. It is one of the reasons this is a faster paced map. In fact, in the earlier set today, we actually saw the Game 2 of Match 1. We actually ended up seeing, and it will be looking like a good team by going down. I'm not quite sure they can get anything out of this at all. Not quite enough CC yet. We will be seeing much later that these ganks will be paying off, though, I'm sure.
Not quite enough range on that Li Ming. That would have seriously chunked out Vala, if not killed her.
But as you were saying, yes, this is actually due to the Punisher focusing kills and the high snowballing of this map. This actually is one of the faster paced maps in Heroes. We often see sub 15-minute victories on this map. It's not very often that this goes past a 25-minute game. It's just a very fast-paced map as compared to the other maps. Now, we will be seeing the Infernal Shrines are going on the bottom lane right now. We do have both teams setting up, trying to get a team fight here. Now, they are lacking the soak in both middle and top lane due to this. This actually goes in favor of Mad6, as they are much closer to the level 4 power spike. However, it's looking like Mad6 does have weaker positioning than Valar Morghulis does.
Looks like they've got a little bit weaker wave clear as well.
They do, in fact. The Jaina and Diablo combo are insane at clearing these. However, their positioning, they're actually keeping up quite well. They're having this Zeratul just come in, poke, and get out every time. This Diablo's going very low.
Uh-oh.
I think they might actually just have to back out here. I don't think Uther doesn't quite have enough burst healing to heal him back up, so they might just have to back out and just try to kite this back. Again, Zeratul will still be just poking as hard as he can. Paladin Light going very low on Brightwing. Soulpunk also going quite low. If he possibly lands a hook from Stitches. Zeratul looking for a pick from behind. They do have the level 4 spikes now, so they will be grabbing those talents up and looking to possibly net a kill. It is actually going in favor. The Infernal Punisher is actually going in favor right now of Valar Morghulis. It's actually very close, though. However, only a 5 gap right now. It's very possible that Mad6 can sweep this away.
Stitch is doing some serious zoning right now, getting people out. Vala
getting stunned,
really
but Soulpunk might be going down. Soulpunk will go down.
And
it's looking like this will go over to Mad6. Mad6 will be getting the first Punisher of the game, the Mortar Punisher. They might get Zeratul in exchange for it, but it's looking like he won't go low enough. Diablo will go down instead.
Dang.
I'm not quite sure they really have too much to defend with this. That's an incredible stun by the Mortar Punisher.
Talk about a turnaround.
Now with Jaina and Nazeebo both so low on mana, I'm really not sure they can really defend this at all with Diablo and Vala back in the base. They will be pushing even harder. They might actually get their first fort of the game this early. That's already a 1.5 level lead. It's looking like a very solid push from Mad6.
I think
just like in game 1,
try to get it.
Just like in game 1, they do end up getting the fort first. Just like in game 1, they are showing a very dominant performance. They are just trying to shut Valar Morghulis out of the game as early as they can. They will be taking a siege camp on the way out, trying to deny as much as they can from the enemy team. Keeping pressure on the bottom lane with that siege camp and not allowing them to roam to the other lanes. They will have to be forced to send somebody down to deal with that siege camp.
Yeah.
Both teams actually will be picking up the middle lane siege camp too. Great timing by both teams just to even out the push. However, it will be going currently in favor. Everything is currently going in favor of Mad6. dominant show they are putting on right now. They are almost about to hit their level 7, and Valar Morghulis actually might hit level 6 before they hit level 7. Valar going very low, however, the Singularity Spike misses, so I do not think it will end up in a kill. Now in the top lane, we will be seeing a 2v1, Greymane and Brightwing versus Nazeebo. Nazeebo steps just out of place here. Greymane might actually be able to get something on him due to that polymorph. In the bottom lane, we have Jaina and Diablo splitting, trying to get at least this wall down possibly. They are rotating up. Looks like Valar will have gone down to Zeratul. Now going in, again, I do not know too much about Mad6. However, I have heard their players, Nayaka and Zykir. I've heard both of those are the very prominent players on their team. Nayaka on the Li Ming, just with great positioning. Zeratul poking and getting out once again. They are looking for this top shrine now. Both teams want to contest this. I'm sure neither team wants to give up. If Mad6 does take it, it will lead to a snowballing factor, and if Valar Morghulis does take it, then we will possibly see a comeback off of it. Now the shrine does activate. Neither team, okay, so Pious Flea on Valar Morghulis does activate it. We will see them going for it. Let's zoom out a little bit here. Good positioning from both teams. Again, the Zeratul just going in, poking the team down so far. The Li Ming getting great starburst off. Getting very solid damage down. They are going, Soulpunk going very low. Getting a hook on Nazeebo. He will be going down. Looking for Jaina too. Jaina will go down. Li Ming going so deep. She is getting the entire kill. That is an ace.
Li Ming went ham. Jeez.
That is the power of Li Ming. With a reset cooldown on her passive, for all of her abilities, she is able to just completely snowball teamfights like that off of just one kill. Now we are going to probably see not only the Punisher, but we might actually see them take the top fort also. This is an incredible advantage that Mad6 has. They are already up 2 whole levels at only 6.5 minutes.
8-0.
The Punisher is looking to go down. However, they might not be able to get this fort. I do not think that Valar Morghulis can even contest this Punisher. It's just so risky for them to. They like.
And this will be the arcane one, so they're wave clear and.
Yes, they will be able to, and they actually may actually be able to pick up this top fort off of this arcane Punisher. The wave clear will be able to give them an easy push, and on top of that, they have already hit their level 10 2 levels before Valar Morghulis does. It's not as if they were close and could possibly contest. They have to just give this away. They know they cannot contest this.
Not at all.
And they did go ahead and try to take the bruises to counteract this push. However, they do have Vala in the bot lane just trying to split push away, along with Jaina, just making the best of this situation, trying to find a way back into the game.
Trying to get some more XP
Arcane
for
Punisher
him.
trying to get as much damage as they can. Nazeebo going down to half, although Uther is able to heal him back up. They might be able to take this outer wall, and if they do, they might be able to go even further with their ultimates. All of the ultimates are up right now. They will be able to pull Uther. Uther is probably going down here. I can't see any way that he stays alive. That will be a kill on Uther. Now we do have the Gorge by Stitches. We have the Blink Heal from Brightwing. We do have, again, I believe he took the shot this game for Greymane. The Void Prison from Zeratul, and the Force Wave, actually, from Li Ming instead of the Disintegration Ray. Now, they will be catching out Diablo here. They might actually be able to pick up a kill. They will, in fact, be able to pick up this kill.
Hook
However,
Diablo
does have his stacks up, so he will be back already. It's looking like Mad6 might start going for a push on the middle lane right now. They've already taken both top and bottom lanes. They will send Li Ming down to handle these siege minions so that they won't lose the wall at the very least. However, the massive amount of pressure that Mad6 is putting on Valar right now, I'm not sure what I would do in this situation.
Completely suffocating them off this map.
It is a 10-0 score right now.
Yeah.
Valar has yet to score even a single kill.
They're up. It's 10-0, but they're only up by 2 levels, which we saw in the first game that we watched. Being up just like 4 kills netted them up like 2.5 levels because of soak. So both teams really know what they're doing and are soaking.
They are efficiently soaking very well. However, the 2 fort leads is probably what makes up most of that difference.
Most of that level.
They actually were looking to pick up that Vala. However, the Divine Shield will be able to save Vala. Shrine is activating the bottom lane. This will be the Frozen Punisher this time around. That is quite a devastating Punisher. And they really have kind of two options with this. I'm not sure which is I don't think there's a definitively better option, but they have two options with the Frozen Punisher. They can have the Frozen Punisher send down bot lane, and Valar has to stop them. Now, we will be seeing a team fight going down here. They will be looking for a kill, and they do end up getting Bala. The Divine Shield on Uther is down, along with the Ring of Frost on Jaina, so they will not be able to really contest this at all. Diablo trying to look for anything at all. They will be getting very low, and they will actually pick up Greymane. However, the Void Prison coming out, they're looking to pick up a kill on Nazevo. Li Ming might be able to pick one up. However, Diablo going a bit too deep right now. Actually, Nayaka going a bit too deep. They will be able to actually turn and kill him outright. Now, if somehow Mad6 ends up getting this Frozen Punisher, they have two lines of options. They can go down the bottom lane and push with the Frozen Punisher, trying to get even more kills and snowball their lead. Or they can actually just send the Frozen Punisher down bot lane with maybe one person and send the rest middle lane to take this easy middle fort right now. However, it's looking like they're not even going to contest it. They don't want to throw their lead, so they're just going to give it up completely. I actually really agree with this decision. However, Zeratul is getting a bit too deep. He does have the blink to get out.
They got a little bit ahead of themselves whenever they started kind of loosely engaging at the beginning of this thing. I don't think they're going to want to make that mistake twice.
I agree. However, they are in a good position right now. Actually, great hook on Diablo. Diablo will be going down. Ring of Frost catching them out, however, getting great root, great positioning by Tweet. Wally looking to maybe get a pick. Oh, Zyke here getting a nom off on Uther. Oh, and the Rain of Vengeance coming down. They actually will be stunning Brightwing and Greymane. Getting McCorgan out just a little bit. Oh, Vala will be going down to that Zeratul. That's the incredible ability of the Zeratul. The Zeratul flanks are just so incredibly powerful. And actually looks like this will be going over to Mad6, even though they did initially lose that team fight. Frozen Punisher will be coming out. We will see if they do decide to go mid lane or if they decide to push bottom with this. Now, I do actually think that it might be better for them to push bottom with this just because of the insane pick potential of Greymane and Stitches. The insane burst they have off of just those two. If Frozen Punisher gets off a stun or a slow, then it is a guaranteed kill. There's no contest. They will be going down the bottom lane, looking for even more pressure. Looking to possibly actually get this keep. If they can take this wall out, then Stitches can land an amazing hook probably and easily get a free kill. That's what it looks like you're setting up. Stitches in a good position to start looking for a hook. Frozen Punisher going very deep right now. Oh, and they just get the hook on Vala. Vala going very low. Vala down already.
Instantly.
Apocalypse only stunning one. Apocalypse only stunning Brightwing. The only one you don't want to stun. The great Void Prison. However, it looks like Zeratul might actually go down to the fort. He will not. He'll barely survive. Jaina will be going down. Diablo very low, but the Divine Shield saving him just barely. It's looking like they will try to get some damage on this keep. However, I'm not quite sure if they can actually end up taking this keep. They do have 3 coming up with full health right now. I think they're just going to rotate off and possibly take some camps. With the Diablo respawn instantly, I don't think they can contest that at all, so they will just be looking for the Merc camps. It looks like they'll be going down mid lane, possibly after a regroup. What incredible pressure by Mad6. They're really looking to be the strongest team in this tournament so far.
Their map pressure is amazing.
It looks like this could be a preview of the championship of this event. I think,
it's very
honestly
possible.
This is definitely, I would say, 2 teams that have practiced some.
Yes.
Which is a lot more than some of these teams can say, I think, because we formed them last night.
That is true.
Yeah.
Now, I will say, obviously, it's too early to count anybody out. But I will say I would love to see this as our grand finals. I would love to see Valor coming back from below and saying, you know what? We've got a game plan. We know what we need to do to beat you now. We've played against you and we've lost against you twice, but we now know how to come back. I would love to see that, the Cinderella story, the truly Cinderella story.
And maybe they came in, took it for granted, and then now they realize, wow, there really is some competition here.
It is very possible. Yeah. I can say there have been many times where I have gone into a tournament thinking this is an easy sweep, and I get into the tournament and am surprised by the quality of other players, and I get too confident, and the confidence overwhelms me and therefore makes me play worse.
Yep.
So it is quite possible that that is the situation that Valor is in right now.
The tilt.
Now the Infernal Shrine or the Shrine in general, will be popping up. I believe this is a Mortar Punisher coming up right now. Now there's just 3-0 Punishers in favor of Mad6. Now we already are seeing this game is nowhere even close to closing out, unlike our first game on Infernal Shrines. That is more likely due to the pure level of communication between these teams, although they are still behind just due to the high level of communication. They can defend against us a lot more. However, the Diablo will be going very low. The great Apocalypse coming down. Stunning 3. This could be the fight that Valor is looking for. They are getting a great Ring of Frost down. Void Prism going down, stopping as many as they can.
Fight.
However, this is such a great fight for Valor right now. They are going to chase down. They will get Zool. They are looking for Brightwing and Stitches. I do not think they can get either, though. They will be going for the Shrine now. I don't think that Valor has any chance of losing this, actually. All of the ultimates are down for both teams. I believe Uther, if I'm correct, I actually didn't see Uther use Divine Shield there. So Valor is in a great position here. I don't think that Mad6 can even try to take this Infernal at all. This could be the opportunity they were looking for. That was an incredible team fight. They actually played the perfect fight for their team comp. They got a great Apocalypse down. They got a great Ring of Frost down. And then they just let Vala wreak havoc.
One thing that I love about Heroes is it seems like you can definitely have a game turn around a lot more than you can in League. At this point, I feel like in a League of Legends game, if we're 20, 25 minutes in a League of, how far are we in this game? 16 minutes of actual
16.
gameplay?
But that would be about the equivalent of a 25, 30-minute game in League of Legends.
And if you're that far in, you just don't seem to see a lot of big turnarounds. And a fight like that could really change the game for Valar Morghulis. And that's it. It just seems like it's a lot. The game spends a lot more time on the edge, indeed. On a knife blade.
It is indeed.
Between, you know.
And with this Mortar Punisher, they're actually dropping.
They're
actually dropping Mad6 very low. Stitches will go down. The Gorge is wasted. Brightwing also very low, and Greymane being focused down by the Mortar Punisher right now. Brightwing might actually go down. It's looking like Nazeebo is looking for a pickup here, looking for anything that they can take. They are actually coming back so incredibly well. Oh, what a great route by Jaina. Will be possibly getting this kill. Get a double kill. Oh my gosh. Brightwing surviving with such little health left. This is actually
this is the turnaround.
This is the way that Valor was looking to get back into this. This is incredible. They have already caught back up 2 entire levels.
Yeah.
They were just before they were level 15, and Mad6 was level 17.
And they're very close.
I mean,
they're just a very few experience points away. It's not like they've just got to 17 either.
That's true. And it's looking like,
18,
if I'm correct, after they take this keep, they will actually be ahead in experience. They are.
They are.
Oh, however, Mad6 is not willing to take this down. Oh, but Diablo getting a great pick right here. They will be taking down Brightwing. Brightwing going very low. Will it kill Brightwing or Stitches? Stitches will be going down. Great Void Prison, but it's just a bit too little, too late.
There was pings going down on the core. They might. No, they're going to cut out on this one.
I think they have to realize right now that they have taken such a great comeback off of that. I think they realize now that they have to slow the pace down. I think they can't keep betting on all of these great fights to occur back to back to back. I think they need to slow the pace down, and I think they need to go back in a position of, we have a lead now. We can take this back.
Yeah.
What an incredible comeback, though. This game series might actually go to game 3.
See if when those Punishers spawn again, see how many people, that final team fight around that skeleton, that's going to make or break the game.
It very likely will.
That's what it's going to come down to.
I think, honestly, from how these team fights have been going, back and forth in terms of who is winning, if Mad6 wins this, I think the game will be over. But if Valor wins this, considering it's on the middle lane instead of the top lane, I think if Valor wins this, then we may actually have to go to 2 Punishers from now. Because this Punisher is the Arcane Punisher. It will not be enough to decide the game.
Yeah.
For Valor. If Mad6 takes this, it is very possible that they just take the game.
Because of their mid lane situation right now.
Now, another thing is team morale right now. Mad6 has got to be super psyched out. They were ahead 15-2, and they've been losing team fights now. However, Zyke here putting Diablo behind the wall. There's no way Diablo can get out at all. He will be casting the Apocalypse, but he's already too late. He is down, and that was in a 4v5.
That's Stitches.
That is the power of Stitches.
Stitches pull eat, and there goes your entire team's tank.
I didn't
they will
see
be
what
getting
happened
a VP
there,
down. It looks like they will be looking for this fight right here. This is a beautiful fight right now. The Ring of Frost will probably be coming out immediately. There it is. Dropping out. So many kills going down. Jaina and Vala both coming down. Oh my gosh. Nazeebo dropping. Greymane dropping, and Diablo is back in the fight, but I don't think it matters. The Divine Shield coming out on him, but I think he's dead too. This might be the game-winning push from Mad6. They do have the siege in the bottom lane. They will be easily taking this keep. I don't think Uther can defend it by himself, and this will be the Arcane Punisher down the mid lane. I think they might actually get double keep off of this. Even if the siege cannot finish this keep, they will be able to rotate down using the Arcane Punisher and easily take it. Now, there are also 30 seconds on the death timers. I do not think that is quite enough for them to end the game off of this.
Completely,
I think it would
but
take
the double
a bit
keep
too much time. But double keep is an insane amount of pressure. Now, we do see both teams coming in at level 20, so it is a good time to talk about level 20 talents. We will see Zeratul with the extra burst on the rewind. We will see Stitches coming in with the Hardened Shields, where he's just that ultra tank. Leemane taking the repulsion. They are actually using this Wave Force as an incredible team fighting tool. We almost always see disintegration waves on Leemane, but they're using this Force Wave so well. And then Revitalizing Mist on Brightwing to increase his burst healing, or his overtime healing. And Hunter's Blunderbuss, which is the classic for Greymane to turn him into a consistent DPS. Now, we will see the Arcane Punisher going right down mid lane, trying to take this keep, as we did first discuss. Jaina going very low, but the Uther is able to heal her up. Now, again, on the other side, we will see Nexus Frenzy on Vala, very standard, along with improved Ice Block on Jaina, again, standard. Fury of the Storm on Nazebo, to where he will be able to... Apocalypse coming out. They will be looking for a great fight. This is, again, the fight that Valar is looking for. They will be able to take Stitches and Brightwing down immediately. They have no healer and no tank. There's no way that they can turn this fight around. Oh, but they're looking to get a possible pick on Jaina, but the improved Ice Block is too much. Greymane is going so deep right now. They are actually turning this around. This is insane. Nayaka is the only one left. I don't think he can do anything about it. However, I would honestly say this raid was not worth it due to the Diablo's revival. And on top of that, Uther's revival off of level 20 redemption. They will be able to have 4 up to 0. This might actually be the game.
It could be.
It looks like they are grouping up towards the top lane. They may go just for mid lane and play it safe yet again. If they go for the top lane, they do risk losing this great lead by taking mid and bottom camps.
Yeah, you're right. I think
it looks like they will play it out slow. I think, again, they do realize that this game is still anybody's game.
Yeah. I think they understand the re-engage potential of their team.
Yes, Mad6, that was incredible. Even though they were down 2 against 5, they turned that around so well. And even though they had the double revivals, they took out 3, just using their own 3, but against 5. That was quite incredible. Now, I have to say, this Apocalypse Initiate into the Ring of Frost, Reign of Vengeance, it's quite incredible.
Yeah. That was a pretty serious little wombo combo there.
Now, once again, we're looking at the Frozen Punisher in the bottom lane. Frozen Punisher is likely the end game, once again, for Mad6. If they are able to take that down bottom lane, I see no way, if Mad6 ends up getting this Frozen Punisher, I see no way that they can lose this game. However, if Valar takes this Frozen Punisher, I'm not sure if there's a way that, honestly, Mad6 can come back. They will create such a huge lead off of taking this Frozen Punisher. They will have probably double keep by then. And the keeps spawning the extra creep in every wave that is a much more powerful creep. Every wave never
on top
respawning,
of having
unlike
the Punisher, if they get it.
Yes, and they are already up 18 of the skeletons. Mad6 is a bit late to the party here. They will look for a pick with Zeratul, however, he does get spotted. He's already down to half. Brightwing looking to heal him up. And Mad6 is really looking to contest this. They are absolutely pushing them out. And here it is again, the same combo they've been doing that has always been winning them in these fights. They are looking
but they're in stasis. They can't put any damage back, but here they come out.
Brightwing is so low, so incredibly low. Greymane can't really get back in there. Diablo very low. Everybody's so low, but no one is dying. Very unfortunate for Li Ming. I think if Li Ming picked up 1 kill there, I think that entire fight would have gone in one direction.
Completely different.
However, the Frozen Punisher coming out for Valor. They are looking to just go down the lane with this and just take as much as they can. Now, one of the bright sides to Brightwing compared to Uther is the amount of healing that Brightwing gives. He does give the AoE healing, and due to that, Mad6 actually is able to contest this. However, Diablo had to go back because Uther just does not provide enough healing.
Yeah.
They will likely actually be able to take this Frozen Punisher out due to the lack of Diablo. They might be able to actually take out the Frozen Punisher before they even get to the wall.
Can't really hook the Punisher, man.
They are looking for a pick on Zeratul. Zeratul will be going down. An incredible pick by Diablo.
Stitch is in a bad
Stitch is
spot.
also going down. This
Getting
might actually be
completely
it.
out.
However, the last time we said this, they did turn it around quite well, so it's very possible that they still are able
this might be at least
to
a bottom
stall
four.
this out. Frozen Punisher will be going in. Li Ming getting a lot of poke damage out.
Ooh.
My gosh, Valar dropping so incredibly low. Dropping everything onto Jaina, but it doesn't matter because of the improved ice blocks. We'll be trying to get this keep, but they have no minion wave left.
Dang.
It's a very awkward position for Valar right now.
Yeah. They want to push up and grab that objective, but they can't just completely call it a day.
Now, one of the downsides to this map is the lack of a boss. Now, in most maps, there is a boss mercenary. However, the Infernal Punishers do replace the bosses.
Yeah.
So right now would be a great time to roll on over and pick up a boss, but they have no ability to do so.
So we just got a reminder from our admins that we're in best of 5s now. This
For
is
Heroes?
I
I thought best of 5s was grand finals only.
That's what he said. I just got it, and I confirmed. I said, "Are you sure these are best of 5s?" And he said, "Yes, this is a best of 5." And it's 1-0, right?
It
is 1-0. Mad's up 1-0, right? So how does having another game left change the strategy here? Do you play more aggressive? Do you play more cautiously if you know it's all or nothing in this game, or do you?
Well, for Mad6 needs to pull out all the stops because if they shut Valar down, the morale, especially when they came back so well and then still lost, morale is absolutely destroyed. However, if Valar wins this, then Mad6 has to seriously rethink their game plan. The Apocalypse will be coming out, however, will be missing everybody, so it's looking like they will have to do a slower engage than normal. They do not get the Apocalypse hard engage like they have been. Again, both teams in an awkward position. However, the top spawn will be going off, and it will be the Mortar Punishers that will be spawning this time. Now we do see the Bruiser camp along with the super minions going right down toward the core right now. They will be taking out the tower on mid lane's keep. And this actually looks like a great position for Valar to grab this shrine for practically free. I don't think that there's any way that they can contest it. It looks like there are a few issues right now off stage. If you could give us just one
I think
moment.
they're debating that best of 5, best of 3 situation. I think there's some confusion.
Every single person in this tournament, every single person wants to get finals tonight.
All right.
All right,
Okay.
it's best of
So
3.
I just
this is for all the marbles.
if you hear some tires screeching and an engine revving, that's the bus that's flowing out the back door that just ran right over me because John Ogier told me that they were definitely best of 5s, and it turns out they're actually not. Oh, we'll go back and check the Discord chat, but I was definitely told they're best of 5. Turns out it's a best of 3. So this could be it for Valar Morghulis, or they could continue.
They're looking at a great team fight right here. Although they are up, Stitch is going very low. Brightwing also very low. However, they do have all of their damage stuck behind lines. It's looking like Nazebo might be going down as well. They do have the Redemption coming up. However, 2 of their big damage dealers are down. Vala going very low as well. If they pick the Vala, then this might be the game. Vala will be able to get out. Can they get the Diablo at least for a consolation prize? They will not be able to.
Almost.
However, with a very low health bars of Valor, they might actually just be able to turn this around and grab the shrines. I don't think they actually want to go that aggressive, though. I think they realize with Stitches, with both their healer and their tank down, that they do actually have to slow the game down and, again, just wait it out, look for another fight. It's incredible. These team fights are really, truly incredible. We almost never see Heroes games going this long, but it really shows how even these teams are. Zeratul going actually very low to the Infernal Skeletons. There are quite a few spawned up here right now.
Yeah. And the more you kill, the more they spawn, so it doesn't get easier to take them out.
That is true. Now Diablo and Vala looking to possibly recontest. They are only 9 away. If they easily clean this up, then they will be able to. This is the lane that there's no keep in. This is the lane where they're looking to push for in.
That Punisher. They need that Punisher, and this could be.
They do have the Mortar Punisher coming in, with everybody on full health, this could possibly be the last team fight of the game. If we do see a 3-for-0 or 2-for-0 even, it could very well be the end of the game. There are 60-second death timers right now.
That's a long time to have a Punisher out against you.
Do you think
Zeratul will get spotted out? Oh, Zeratul getting stunned down.
Do you think the map objectives is the biggest difference between this and League of Legends? The focus on map objectives?
I think a lot of people, like, from an outer perspective would see that, and I can understand from that perspective, yes. I would actually say the greatest difference is the itemization. Apocalypse will be missing right here. Force Wave spreading the team apart. However, Zeratul will be going down before he can even use the Void Prison. It's looking like this might be the game. Valor is looking for blood right now. They will be rooting both the healer and Greymane. Stitches will be supporting somebody else, but I don't think they can do anything about this. This will be the game. Valor coming back from a 15-2 deficit.
Brightwing, just live it out.
That was incredible.
That was a serious back and forth.
That was intense.
Is there a possibility? I'm sure both of these teams will want a small break. This is a longer series than expected for a restroom break. Is there a possibility we could cut to a Smash game?
Oh, we're actually done with Smash for the day. We're going to Street Fighter.
Okay.
Yeah,
yep.
we are going to Street Fighter.
Even better.
Yep.
All right. Well, we're going to take a small break from Heroes for now, and we're going to get back into Game 3, 1-1. Valar Morghulis versus Mad6. What incredible games so far.